Well, there's a new plan to ban the sale of most flavored e-cigarettes right now. The Trump administration said yesterday it would ban the sale of the controversial products. Teen use has been on the rise, worrying many health officials. There have been nearly 500 cases of vaping-related respiratory illnesses and at least 6 deaths. Here's what one teen and his mom said happened after a year and a half of vaping.
My lungs were that of a 7-year-old's.
To know that my son's lungs, 18 years old, healthy, an athlete, typical 18-year-old boy, to be laying in a bed and not being able to breathe, and it's every parent's nightmare.
Every parent's nightmare. I mean, to have lungs of a 7-year-old when you've only been vaping for a year and a half, and these vaping cigarettes have been marketed to be somewhat harmless. So this is shocking.
Right, because we don't know what they do yet. They're very new in our society. I think kids do it just because they're cool.
They taste like mango, banana.
They're flavored. I think that they are going to start banning these because whatever this industry is doesn't have a stronghold over our government. Big Tobacco had a stronghold over our government, so you can't ban cigarettes. These they don't play a role in our government, so I think they're going to be able to ban them.
Money out of politics,
That's
as people
right.
always
That's
say.
Right.
It's crazy though.
How does it get introduced to the public without us knowing anything? I'm waiting for the other shoe to drop, and we've talked about this before in the meetings with the energy drinks. Do we know what having 2 energy drinks a day for 10, 15, 20 years is going to do to somebody?
Someone would say the same thing about 4 Diet Cokes a day.
Well, I'm just thinking you have a situation where clearly they're talking about the practices in terms of marketing to young people, to teenagers. We could easily have the same conversation about alcohol. Ultimately, you have a product that is called the forbidden fruit. It seems much sweeter, therefore younger kids are wanting to use it. However, vapes do provide something for people who are trying to wean off of cigarettes and see this as a healthier or better alternative. So I think that if it's used just like anything else for the purpose and the people that it's for, then that's on them because that's adults. But when it comes down to teenagers using it, teenagers are always going to do things that they're not supposed to do.
So do you think it should be banned?
I don't think it should be banned.
Because there's no point. They're still going to find a way to get it.
I do not think it should be banned.
How about, I get what you're saying because it's totally helpful, but what do you need a pineapple cigarette for? You know what I mean?
Well, because some people prefer that over tobacco.
But if you're weaning off tobacco, why wouldn't you just use a tobacco-flavored vape to wean yourself off of smoking altogether?
It's a preference thing, just like anything else. Like, why would you have vodka instead of gin?
But they don't smoke. They don't smoke orange-flavored cigarettes.
But it's not the same as smoking an actual cigarette and vaping. It's not really the same thing. It's more like for people who have oral fixation issues. Like, it's a habit.
Right, I get it. But I mean,
would you want it banned?
The fruity flavors is what I'm saying. It markets more to kids. I totally get your point of view.
And you want those banned?
Right. I think you should ban those fruity flavors, right?
Yeah, I guess. They banned Joe Camel. Remember back in the day? I'm really dating myself. But Joe Camel, because he had a leather jacket on, he was smoking, he looked cool.
He was trying to be the cool kid.
Yeah, so I think that was their thinking. So I think that you remember candy cigarettes? Am I that old?
I remember candy cigarettes.
So it's like they kind of, they did get rid of that stuff.
I'm okay with it.